What are the key characteristics of communist architecture? Have you ever walked past a building and felt its power? Communist architecture does just that, showcasing the strength of a collective society. This style emerged during the rise of communism, especially in the Soviet Union. It reflects the ideology of creating a new world based on equality and state control. Let's take a closer look at the key characteristics that define this unique architectural style. First, we see monumentality and symbolism. Buildings often appear grand and imposing, designed to representing the strength of the socialist state. A great example is the Seven Sisters skyscrapers in Moscow. These structures blend Russian Baroque and Gothic styles, creating landmarks that celebrate Soviet achievements. Next, state control and planning play a significant role. Architectural projects were centrally managed, reflecting the communist principle of a planned economy. Entire cities were designed with comprehensive plans to meet social needs. This approach led to standardized housing blocks and public buildings, focusing on collective needs rather than individual preferences. Another characteristic is funktionalism with ideological emphasis. While functionality is important, the architecture often prioritizes ideological expression. For instance, Stalinist architecture features elaborate decorative elements like columns and arches, even if they compromise interior space. The goal is to create a symbolic aesthetic that communicates socialist ideals. Socialist realism also finds its place in this architectural style. This approach makes architecture accessible and inspirational to the masses. It combines classical forms with themes celebrating labor and the common people. The aim is to uplift and reflect the dignity of workers and peasants. Additionally, we see the use of traditional and eclectic styles. Communist architecture sometimes revives classical styles, adapting them for socialist purposes. For example, Stalinist architecture incorporates Renaissance revival and neoclassical elements, blending them with modern construction techniques. This eclecticism helps create a sense of continuity for the new regime. Standardization and mass housing are also key features. To tackle housing shortages, communist architecture focuses on standardized, prefabricated apartment blocks. These buildings are utilitarian, providing basic, affordable housing for the working class. The designs are repetitive and uniform, reflecting the collectivist ethos. Urban design for social functions is another important aspect. Cities were designed with broad streets and open spaces to host military parades and public gatherings. This urban planning reinforces state power and the collective spirit. In practical terms, communist architecture aimed to create environments that support communal living and social equality. Public buildings, cultural centers, and housing complexes were designed to meet the population's needs while reinforcing socialist values. The architecture served as a tool for educating citizens about communist ideals and showcasing the achievements of the socialist state. In essence, communist architecture is marked by its monumental scale, state-directed planning, and ideological symbolism. It reflects the broader goal of reshaping society through collective effort and state power, making architecture a vital part of the cultural and political expression of communism.